Good morning, BCC. On our broadcast today, you'll hear about what's new in style, get an inside look on a spicy date, learn about the movement to update the art atrium, taste the creativity of Chips Magazine, and of course, hear about what's grinding your gears. I'm Matt Floyd.
And I'm Grace Tepper.
And welcome to BCC
TV.
Grace, what's happening in the news?
Well, Matt, last week at the Watkins Mill versus Damascus football game, the entire Watkins Mill team took a knee during the national anthem. They're joining in the movement sparked by Colin Kaepernick's recent protest of the anthem in a preseason NFL game in August. Kaepernick has spotlighted race relations and social injustice in America.
There was some intense Twitter beef over the event between the two teams.
Our community is now drawing its attention to the nationwide issue. Way to take a stand.
Or a knee.
For something you care about, Watkins Mill. On Tuesday, over in Silver Spring, Blair High School was evacuated due to a bomb threat at school. A 911 call was placed at 12:15 p.m. that day by a school security officer, and police and fire officials were immediately on the scene. All the students and faculty were moved to the football field while the school was being cleared for re-entry.
A Blair student was later charged with counts of threats to bodily harm, making a false statement about a destructive device, and threatening to explode said device. At 1:45, the area was deemed secure, and all students were permitted to return to the school.
Good to hear that everyone is safe. On a local scale, BCC has opened its first gender-neutral bathroom for students. It's on the 3rd floor in the B hallway.
The motion is a result of hardworking students petitioning for the change over the past year.
Speaking of hardworking barons, the BCC girls soccer team crushed last Saturday on Whitman, on and off the field. They raised almost $5,000 for Soccer Without Borders at the game. Way to go, girls soccer. Now let's go to Grace and Melanie to find out what's hot
And what's not?
for Homecoming 2016.
Hey BCC, on this week's segment of What's Hot, What's Not, Grace and I will be talking you through the basic of what's in and what's, well, not so in for homecoming season.
That's right, Mel. First things first, we have to discuss a crucial part of homecoming. Are Hoke Hostels in this year? What do you think, Melanie?
I always thought homecoming was more casual and prom was when everyone goes all out, but this season sure is different. It's time to build up some confidence and ask your special someone or your friend to homecoming in a better way than just, hey, homecoming?
On to attire. Boys, white suits are so out. Go for the classy look this season and stick with the basics, black jacket and pants. And don't forget some nice shoes. We don't want to see any Sperry's making an appearance on the dance floor this year.
And girls, don't go out of your way to spend $100 on the perfect homecoming dress. You can always go online to Revolve or Toby and find a killer dress with a killer deal. There's no need to break the bank for this season.
One last thing, corsage and boutonnieres are so in. Don't forget to order your arrangement at least 1 week in advance from Bethesda Florists. We guaranteed your date will feel like royalty.
And that's it for this segment of What's Hot, What's Not. Back to you, Matt and Grace in the studio.
Speaking of dressing up, let's take a look at how Kai and Dylan plan to make the art atrium a beautiful sight to see.
So our mission with Art Atrium is to sort of represent the art culture of BCC and to showcase it, and especially all the talent in the student body that we have that often goes unnoticed. Kind of art which can be presented on a canvas or within a frame. In the future we're hoping to accept ceramics and models, but at the moment that's not possible. We're planning to just exhibit as much art as we can.
betterartatrium@gmail.com.
BCC
Submit
art,
submit to the art.
Submit.
We're looking forward to the new and improved art atrium. Be sure to check it out.
Looks like we have a lot of talent here at BCC. And our school literary magazine, Chips, is a way to showcase some of these amazing students and their work. Here's a video to show you the vibe around Chips.
Chips looks like a blast. You can submit any art, writing, or music to submit to chips@gmail.com or hand it in to Ms. Charles in room C206, now through the end of the first semester. All work is reviewed anonymously by the Chips staff.
Maybe I'll submit. Hey Matt, did you hear about Salif and Arden's date last week?
No, I didn't. What happened?
Let's find out.
This is probably going to be the best lunch of my life.
Be sure to check out the full story in BCC's next edition of The Tatler.
Now, we'll throw it to Nate Stroy with the sports report. What's going on, Nate?
Hey Barons, we had yet another wild week of sports. In soccer news, the boys lost a hard-fought game against Whitman, but our girls won the long-awaited Battle of Bethesda, beating Whitman 2-0. Good job, girls, and take care of that trophy. Last week, football fell to Clarksburg 28-7, but keep your heads up, Barons, because tonight they play Northwood, so be sure to come out to see that. Our girls' tennis have been serving up the competition lately, and they added on to their success by beating QO 7-0 last Friday. Handball had a good start to their season, beating Churchill 18-16. One win down and hopefully more to come, guys. As for golf, they weren't so on par at their match on Tuesday, but be sure to win next week, boys. All right, in cross-country news, the boys swept the competition, and our girls lost a close one to WJ. Our volleyball team have been on fire lately, holding a record of 3-1 after beating Richard Montgomery last week and beating Paint Branch 3-0 this week. Lately, we've been getting dubs all around, guys, so make sure to keep it that way. Back to you, Matt and Grace.
Thanks, Nate. Hey, Grace, I feel like this week's been pretty good. Freshmen are settling in, sophomores are enjoying their second year of high school, juniors are starting to look at the mountain of work that they're about to start, and our seniors are stressed out of their minds over college apps. It's a near perfect life here at BCC.
That all sounds great, Matt, but Liza would beg to differ.
All right, Liza, let's see what you got.
This week is a subject I've been trying to avoid on air just as I do during school. I've received too many complaints from teachers and students of all grades to continue to avoid the subject. Brace yourself, Barons. For this week, what's really grinding your gears is the excessive public displays of affection. That's right, PDA in the hallways. What about those 5 minutes in the hallways between classes seems like an opportune time to dance the tongue tango? Seriously, it's unnecessary and not what I want to see in the morning, especially when I haven't had my coffee. Or ever, really. Another situation that's been grinding your gears was the temperature on the building on Monday. Things were getting heated in the classrooms as teachers were forced to open windows and students were roasting in this oven of a school building. Luckily, building services came to the rescue and saved us, but not before we had to sweat through periods 1 through 5. Finally, a friendly reminder from your faculty to stop taking pictures of them for social media without their knowledge or prior approval. Newsflash, they hate it. They're here to help educate the future of America, not to be splashed all over your Snapchat stories. I feel much better now after unloading all that. Remember, Barons, feel free to message me on Facebook about what grinds your gears. Back to you, Matt and Grace.
Way to really rant, Liza.
Well, that's all for this week, BCC. Check back in next Friday for more news, updates, and humor.
Keep those standards high, BCC.
And those hallway traffic jams low.
I'm Grace Tepper.
And I'm Matt Floyd. And we're signing off.